Okay. Okay, since I'm on live now, hello everyone. So today we'll be rating XOKD characters from season 1 to season 3. And right now, season 3 is recently uploaded, so everyone is really happy. Well, I'll tell you later the reason why. Hold on, my friend is gonna watch my video. I think I have a delay right now. I apologize for the delay, by the way. Oh, hello, Ify. Ify is my friend, by the way, so it's very delayed. I'm so sorry. I don't know why, even though I already put ultra low latency. Okay, so we are going to start with the season 1 XOKD. This. By the way, this may contain spoilers. Okay, who should we start with? I'm glad to see you using your Love and Disgrace character. Thank you. And thank you for helping me making this character, this VTuber. Hey, let's start with Ocean Park. He is... Feel free to even know the comment, go on and rate the characters. Okay. So let's start with Ocean Park. This is one of the characters that show up once. He's one of the celebrity. Well, actor actually. Well, what am I going to rate him? Because everyone was really happy to see him because they were in a school camp to help his grandmother to plant the vegetables again because his grandmother encountered a flood. So a lot of girls were happy to see him, and one of the male lead, his name is Minho. This one is Minho. His parents are actors, by the way, so he say to Ocean, "My mother dummy say hi." So he was like, dummy. And then he said some comments. Well, I don't even understand what it meant. But yeah, I don't really know who... Well, he doesn't have much screen time though for me. So maybe I'm just going to put... No thanks, but I Googled up something he commented about his mom. He said something inappropriate apparently. And secondly, we will go with Alex Finity, which is the new teacher in Korean Independent School of Seoul. Well, he's from Australia, and by the way, he's adopted by Australian family. His real parents actually had him when they were 16 years old. And this teacher, he's actually quite nice and understanding and cute as well, but unfortunately he's not good. He doesn't really have quite the authority power, so students doesn't listen to him. So I would rate him like good. Well, even though it's nice, I think he needs to step up, be more authoritative, so students will listen. And this person is the female lead, Kitty's, well, supposedly roommate. Well, this person, she only has very little screen time. Well, I don't know her name either, but she made the dorm really messy. She doesn't clean up. She only live stream, that's all. And she even live stream Kitty sleeping 24/7, which is really creepy. So I'm gonna either rate her trash or who are you, because I really don't know her name. What? Who are you? So this is Day. Well, Really? Yes, I totally agree. So this day, well, it's also Kitty's pen pal and first boyfriend, by the way. Well, Day is uh actually cute and actually a nice guy, but he's not good at communicating, unfortunately, because when he was fake dating a girl, Yuri, who is actually gay. Okay, well, the reason I'll tell you the reason later. So he could have communicated with Kitty better by saying that, oh, he's fake dating to help Yuri. Okay, so but they did actually like make up and date a bit, and then they broke up and stayed as friends and pen pal in the end. So what do I rate him? Maybe I'll just, well, he's not a villain, but I'm just gonna rate him good. Well, I'm just saying that he's suitable as friends with Kitty. Okay, now we have Dami, which is Minho's mother. Well, we only have seen her once. Well, she's actually really nice and the only one that understands Minho because like we never see Minho's dad in the first season, and he doesn't like his dad really much because his dad married 3 times and he's now spends time with number 3 wife. So who will I'll rate this, and maybe I don't know, top tier A, maybe A. Well, just because I don't know her much and we need more screen time on her. So now we have Day's father. So he is a driver to Yuri, and he does his best to provide for his family ever since his wife passed away. Well, recently, I don't know how many years, maybe like for 1 year. Yeah, and they come from a poor family. So I don't really know him that well in season 1, so I'm just gonna put him A plus because he's doing his best. Okay, so Florian, he's actually Q's boyfriend, actually ex-boyfriend to be exact, because they broke up. Well, I thought that Florian and Q would be together like endgame, but the thing is they are not, because Florian used to have good grade, but ever since he dated Q, his grade slowly went down. And then since he really wanted to stay in school and not wanting his parents to stay with wanting his divorced parents to drag him to Greece or Paris, so he decided to cheat on finals, and it's not good, okay? Because when he cheated on final, he got the number 1 place, which is supposed to belong to Day, because Day is actually a top student. So they didn't get the chance to go to the university he wants, which is really sad. Well, Q actually find it really sweet at first for staying for him, but in the end, they both broke up. So I'm just gonna rate trash because, dang, did someone help him cheat? Well, he cheated by asking an old student, yeah, an alumni, I guess, for the answer. So the old student like tell him. That's how he cheated. And this person from Minho's party, well, we don't know him much, but this guy, he flirted with Kitty because he wants a girlfriend. But the thing is, he insulted Yuri. Well, he insulted Yuri saying that she's no good or something, and then Kitty like defended Yuri even though they don't get along well at that time. Well, let's say Kitty is a girl's girl. So yeah, this one, he didn't even he's not nice to other girls. Let me just put it in trash. I don't know him that well either. And this is Yuri's father. Well, he's a really, really rich guy who owns a hotel. I'm not sure if it's in whole Korea or the whole world, but yeah, he is really, really rich. But the thing is, he's not a good father because, like, when he found out that Yuri is gay, well, he become homophobic. And by the way, his wife, also this one is Gina Lim, the school's principal. Well, actually, the school principal, well, his wife used to have a baby when she was 16, and the son found out. Like, hold on, wait, that's actually two of them. Okay, you know what? Never mind. Okay, that's become confusing, but yeah, when he found out his wife had a baby since she was 16, she really wanted to pay the first baby a lot of money to stay away. Like, that is not nice. Like, the baby like found them, okay? And the baby is Alex Finity. Well, Alex's birth mother is actually Gina Lim. Okay, so yeah, like, why would you abandon the child like when he found? Why not reunite? Okay, so I'm just gonna put trash. And now I'm gonna go to, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna use this picture because this is the actual character. Well, Juliana, we don't have a lot of screen time in season 1, but this is Juliana's is Yuri's girlfriend. And I don't really know, but Gina sent her off, unfortunately, because like the maid seen them being lovey-dovey, and it's not allowed, and LGBTQ is not allowed in Korea. It's not really open-minded in Korea, so maybe I'm just gonna put well, they really wanted to be together, by the way. I'm just gonna put who are you at first because we don't know her that well in season 1. Okay, Kitty, our female lead, the main character of whole show. Well, she went to Korean independent school so for the first time in her life. Well, actually, it's not her first time in Korea. Well, it will be her second time in Korea, but this time she will be all by herself. The reason is because to surprise her boyfriend Day, and she wants to. It was the same school that her deceased mother went to. So, and by the way, she's really brave as well. Like going there all by herself because she got a scholarship. Like, she's quite independent. Well, she also has to deal with a breakup because like she thought that Day was cheating in with Yuri, and yeah, let's just say I'm just gonna put top tier on her. Okay, this one, Professor Lee. He's actually really, really strict, and really sometimes he's really harsh to students in season 1. Okay, well, I dislike this character at first because like at Chuseok, which is Korean Thanksgiving, he was like telling students to be quiet, disrespectful. But the thing is, the students were like chatting. So they weren't being disrespectful, chatting loudly because like Chuseok is supposed to be a happy festival. And when Kitty made mashed potatoes and offered him, and he's like, "Oh, how come you don't know that East Asians are lactose intolerant?" Like, that is not nice, okay? Like, Kitty was being nice to you to give you offer you mashed potato. Like, she could have ignored you and not give you mashed potatoes. By the way, like, Kitty didn't like him at first because he was really, really strict and harsh. But yeah, by the way, he's also have a kid when he's a kid, and his son is actually Alex. He had him when he was 16 as well, but he didn't know until the end of the episode. So Matt's gonna put no thanks, but he did step up, by the way. No thanks at first because he was harshly sentenced. Okay, Madison, well, we just know her as the, I don't know, like, really outgoing girl that really want to spend time with Minho. But the thing is, it's not actually a relationship though. It's more like a, I don't know, like a fling. Well, because how do I say? I didn't like it. Well, actually, unfortunately, I didn't really. There's one part I didn't like her is that she stood up Minho. Okay, when Minho decided to become nice and put some roses on bed to surprise her, well, she stood up for him for Ocean's grandmother. Like, she could have stood up for him to spend time with Ocean, her favorite celebrity, but she stood up for Minho because she wanted to help his grandmother plant the vegetables. But she could have told him, but she didn't. She just stood him up. So I'm just gonna like put her no thanks, even though she's not a villain. Okay, now Gina Lim, Yuri's mother, which is also the principal, the school's principal. Well, actually, I didn't like her at first because it's well Kitty and well Kitty's mom and the principal, they used to be best friend, but they were best friend in high school, and she wanted to meet Gina, but Gina, she was not nice to Kitty. She was like quite kind of stuck up, but at the same time, I feel bad for her at some point. Well, what would I rate her? Well, but yeah, she had to give birth to a child, well, which is Alex, and she used Eve Song, which is Kitty's mother's name, to cover up, and she didn't tell her first love, Mr. Lee, aka Daniel Lee, about it. So she didn't. So she covered up and she let Alex be adopted to Australian parents. And yeah, because she didn't tell Daniel because Daniel was pursuing his career, like probably music. Yeah, music is passion, by the way. So yeah, she didn't want to disturb him. So, but in the end, she did support on Yuri coming out as gay. Okay, now we have Minho, the male lead. Well, he's actually a really rich guy who loves skincare. And Kitty and Minho, they first met at airport where Minho accidentally bumped into Kitty's shoulder. Well, when Kitty found out that he is going to the same school as him together, and they were like, oh, I'm going to KISS. The KISS is Korean Independent School, so the short form, and he was like, no English. He was being so rude. I was like, how could you could have said nicely. You say, hey, we can be friends, something like that. Like, Kitty wants to be friends with you. Why not be friends together? Why are you so rude to her at first? But he's slowly becoming nice to her in the episode. Yeah, we have character development here. By the way, he's also a playboy. Okay? Lol, rude love interest at first is so common. Yeah, that is so true. Well, the first nice thing he did for her, well, I guess it is like telling Kitty that her creepy roommate was filming her on a 24/7 live stream. Okay. And the second thing he helped her was to like organize a Chuseok, a Korean Thanksgiving party for the school for those students who has nowhere to go. So he helped her cook because like he helped her cook. Well, he barely can cook even though he's a really rich boy. He seems spoiled, but he's not spoiled, by the way. He helped her cook, and then in the last episode, he's like, Kitty, I need to tell you something. I think I fell in love with you a little bit. Or a lot. Well, but unfortunately, he confessed it when Kitty and they broke up like 30 minutes ago. Well, that was kind of embarrassing though. So that left day in a cliffhanger. They were together in the same airplane though. And yeah, let's just say I'm gonna rate him A plus currently because I didn't like him at first. Wow, so inconsiderate. I know, right? Well, actually, he doesn't know. He didn't know they broke up, okay? So he didn't know at first, so don't worry. Okay, so this is Kitty's father. He is a gynecology. He's really caring to Kitty and her sisters. Well, let's just say he also like let Kitty explore Korea as well, since Kitty doesn't know her Korean background well, since her Korean mother died when she was 3 years old. When he let her go. He did trust her. He did say that he will be there for her when she calls him. Yes, let me just give. But I don't know him that well in season 1, but I'm just going to A plus. He's a good father. And Q, he's just Kitty's best friend. And he's always there. He's always there for Kitty, by the way. Even though Kitty like say a lot of things, like sometimes that it can be annoying. Well, he's also there for her no matter what. But the thing is, one time they fought about Florian cheating in tests. Well, actually it's kind of sad, but they did made up eventually when he decided to dump Florian for cheating in a test. So I'm just gonna give him top tier. He's a really good friend. And this is Bora, which is Dae's younger sister. You don't know her that well though, but she's a really nice and sweet kid. I'm just gonna put her A plus. Yeah, but unfortunately she was bullied by people because her shoes were already torn and they were poor. Yeah, I'm just gonna A because I don't know her well, but she's really sweet to Yuri. Okay, so last one, this is Yuri. Well, actually, I kind of feel bad for her even though I dislike her at first, because she wasn't nice to Kitty because she used her tutor, aka Dae, to help her fake dating because she doesn't want anyone to know that she is dating Juliana. So she used Dae and she didn't even tell Kitty. They both didn't tell Kitty about it until very, very late. Kitty found out that they were fake dating because they wasn't smiling with her. So that's why. But eventually they did. Kitty and Yuri did team up to discover things about both of their own mother and Professor Lee, about their own history and school stuff, and then they did become friends in the end. I'm just gonna like give her good. But does anyone approve of it? Well, Kitty and they being together, well, actually most people approve except for Minho, because Minho is like was saying to Kitty, they keeps lying. He lie and lie and lie because they didn't communicate well. Actually, he was like, wow, since when is the enemy so caring? You know what? This is the end of the first season, okay? Now we are going to go to the second season. Okay, first one, now we have Kitty. Okay, hold on. For Kitty, is actually discovering. Oh, I forgot to mention that she's actually turned out to be bi because at the season 1 she also has a crush on Yuri while she's dating Day. So she was kind of confused on who she liked. So, but this person, she's still a matchmaking. She still helps her friends on their love life. And I'm just gonna. She's also my favorite character, by the way. So I'm just gonna give her number 1. And I also forgot to mention, like, when one of the villain, this person Stella, was trying to sabotage everything, especially Minho's family, whole family, by the way. Well, she did help everyone. Okay, so Q, he's a really, obviously, also a good friend. He is always there for everyone, especially Kitty. Okay. And by the way, he in season 2 has a new boyfriend, which is Jin. Also, he's a rival in track team. But they did get along, okay? Jin is not in this photo, but let me show you how does Jin look like. Exo Kitty. Okay, yeah, this person, yeah, his name is Jin, by the way. He's a rival in track team at first, but now they are together in season 2. Okay, Madison, if you have more screen time on her, well, which is good. She turned out to be one of a fans' favorite, I guess, a good character because she's also talented as well, though, because she can tell that the villain has a rhinoplasty. I don't know how you pronounce it. Rhinoplasty is like a nose job when the villain lied that the nose, it was God gifted. Well, she is good at solving problems, solving mystery. I'm just gonna give her this. Okay, Alex Finity. He's also like, now he and his biological parents are reunited. Oh, but unfortunately his mother, Principal Lim, she already left the school, and now his father, Professor Lee, is the new principal. But they get along well. The good news is, well, he's also a good teacher. He cares about his students. I love them. And Minho, let's just say, I am liking him. He has become my favorite character. But it's also quite surprising that when his father, who doesn't care about him, come and show up and perform an over the top performance, then which he becomes the drama teacher, okay? And his dad becomes a drama teacher temporarily. Well, there's this one time like Kitty was really, really sad because she wrote a letter for Yuri. Well, it's not for Yuri to supposed to see. She wrote a letter because the feeling for Yuri was really, really intense though. So, but this person, she brought the letter along, like she slipped the letter along, and then everyone knows the letter, and Kitty was feeling embarrassed at that time, and she was really, really sad. Well, they were in a holiday house, I think, like in Minho's dad holiday house, spending time like in a very, very cold winter, when the Wi-Fi was off at the time. But when it came on, everyone was so happy, but Minho didn't care about the Wi-Fi. He was like seeing where Kitty is going, and then he found out Kitty was in the hot tub soaking because she was really, really sad. And by the way, in that scene is one of my favorite scenes because he only took off his jacket and go to the hot tub. He didn't even care if his sweater or pants is wet. Let me show you. EXO, Kitty, Minho, and me. Well, let me show you this scene. See, like he didn't wear a bathing suit. He just take off his jacket and wear the sweater to go in to comfort her. See, wow, oh my god, wow, I know, right? I know, I am shocked as well. That is so cute. I agree, it's really cute. Like the enemy who become friends, he was really there for her. Okay, I'm just gonna put obsessed. Okay, for Yuri. Okay, well, in this season, Yuri, she and her mother, well, it's not really connected because her mother went to Thailand. Well, so maybe for therapy, I can't remember, because I think some of her family members, they don't support her as being gay. Well, and at the same time, she and Juliana's relationship were really, really rocky, and they broke up. And she and Kitty like kissed. And then Minho walked into them, and he was so shocked. Well, even though Yuri did help Kitty find some information about Kitty's mom, well, they did watch an old video, actually an old school project. I think it was both of their moms together, like talking about like family or culture. Yeah, when they after watching they kiss, and he walked in and he was like so shocked, like what the, like that. But she help Kitty finds help Kitty finds information about her mother. But the thing is, she stood up Juliana, unfortunately. Yeah, but that's how they break up. But I think I'm gonna just put okay. Well, he actually turned out to be better. He has developed a crush on another girl, and which is Eunice. Actually, I think that these two are better together with Kitty than him and Kitty, because like they have really, really good chemistry. Well, he also like knows Kitty really well, because Kitty is trying to create something, I don't know what you call, but because Q was late and everyone's waiting him for the track, because his enemy, who's currently his boyfriend, sabotaged. So she fainted on the tracks, fake fainted actually, and they, knowing her, he was giggling. So Minho like quickly ran and was like, Kitty, are you okay? So Kitty was like, I'm trying to cause a commotion, you dummy. And then he rolled his eye. But yeah, let me just say I love them. Juliana, actually, she's a talented artist. She's good at painting, good at drawing. Yes, now we know her. She's really nice. She's really nice. But I also feel bad for her, because like they both broke up, and she got stood up. But yeah, I'm just gonna put, I like them a lot. Okay, Eunice, she's cute. She's a talented dancer and singer, by the way. When this time, like Minho's dad was a drama teacher temporarily, they put everyone, he was setting everyone into like certain categories, like dancing, singing, etc. groups. Well, they and Eunice were put together as dancing partners, so they worked together really, really well. And Eunice was helping Day to dance, because he's not really good at dancing, but he did improve eventually. Well, unfortunately, Eunice was kind of sad about Day, because like Minho, because like there's an interview, like Day wants to tell everyone that he's kind of dating. He has a prom date called prom date, but Minho So it's like, oh, we should keep it secretive. Everyone wants an idol to have a secretive, like, oh, we secret that we're not dating or something. So they blindly trust his best friend that, oh, he's not dating someone else, and then Eunice got really sad about it. But at the same time, I don't know why Eunice used fake products. She pretends to be rich, even though like she's not rich. Well, she's not poor. She's average though. Yeah, I don't know why, but I'm just gonna put. I like them a lot because I also know her energetic. Okay, we have come with the villain, Stella Cho, aka her real name is Esther Shin. There's a sad reason why she's a villain because Minho's father, Mr. Moon, he humiliated her because she participated in a singing contest and there were 3 judges and Minho's dad was one of the judges and he humiliated her so badly and she wants revenge. She becomes Stella and wants revenge. But the thing is, she could have taken revenge on Minho's dad only, but no, she take revenge on everyone and Minho's whole family. Like, she used Minho, she dated Minho to use him to gain her own advantage. I was like, oh my god, like, ew, this shit, I don't like them together. Like, she's using him. She kissed him immediately on first date. Like, no, I like these two together, not these two. Like, because she is so artificial, she's a huge liar. But Kitty, she's really smart. She found out, like, she googled up some Pepper Pie Ohio and then singing Amazing Grace because Amazing Grace is her favorite song. So she googled up and she found out Esther Shin, which looks like her. Well, actually huge different because this one she already has plastic surgery. So she found out and she told Minho like, oh, that's Stella, you have to be careful of Stella. And Minho was skeptical. He didn't believe, but he found out late until at prom. Well, Stella was like, I wouldn't make a scene if I were you. She threatened him, okay, during prom. So I'm just put, I cannot stand them because she could have chose to take revenge on Minho's dad, but he chose to take revenge on everyone. By the way, Minho's brother, Junho, actually got one of the dancers pregnant. So she wants to expose the secret to everyone, and there's a talent show at that time where there's a chance that one winner can be an idol, like actual celebrity. She sabotaged everyone. Well, she also broke Eunice's heels, by the way. So at the time when Eunice was dancing, she was like quickly working way through it. She took off her heels, threw away. Well, actually, it's a good save. And she poisoned Day's dancing crew. Well, because they were supposed to have other like dancers like performing on his side, but she poisoned his dancers. But the thing is, luckily his friends and Professor Lee helped. Well, his friends were dancing on his side and Professor Lee was playing his guitar. Well, actually the song is 7 by Jungkook. It's 7 or 7 days, I forgot. 7. Yeah, 7. So yes, I'm just gonna put her here. Okay, so Pravina, this is a character we never seen before as well. She's really cool and really nice and supportive. And she and Kitty, well, they were kind of dating, but unfortunately, Kitty like kind of wanted to choose Minho because choose Minho or Yuri is kind of complicated. So she feels sad and decided to like distance. So I'm just gonna say I love them because she's a really cool character and she also helped Kitty find informations about her mom. Okay, so moving on to season 3, which is a later season that was released 2nd of April, and I'll just say it's everyone's favorite season. Oh, by the way, I made this template and it was created yesterday. So you can check it out. I will provide the link later on. So let's just start it with Professor Finity. Well, actually, no, not. I'm not going to go on the first one yet because the plot is kind of huge. So I'm just going to go with. Oh, that's so cool of you making the template of your own. Oh, thank you. Well, I made this template because I couldn't find any for season 3, so I made my own. Okay, so let's start with Jin. Well, he and Q were really suitable and cute together. But unfortunately, they broke up like temporarily because like Jin found out that Q and Marius had a history together. Like they hooked up together and he got so mad. He was supposed to punch Marius, but he accidentally punched his own boyfriend and Q got cut with glass. Well, it's really sad, but he did turn out good. I'm just gonna put like. Okay, so Yuri. Well, in season 2, she become broke because her father's company become bankrupt. I mean, her father's company become bankrupt, so she become poor. Well, she found out when she was going to buy a lot of clothes for the talent show, and she asked the staff to scan her card. Scan 2 times, it did not go through, and then it was on the news. And her mom told her that father went bankrupt, so she was really sad, and she couldn't go to the school anymore because the school is like for really rich people, or you have scholarship. That student exchange is quite prestigious. But Kitty helped her to sell her expensive stuff so she could get enough money. But she did have formed a new habit because she decided to get a job by being an assistant to a fashion designer, like really huge fashion company. I think it's Yisu. I forgot the name, but yeah. She designed a lot of clothes because actually it was Gigi's idea that she should design her clothes, because like one time Eunice was filming a music video and Kitty accidentally poured green juice on her dress, and the backup dress, Yuri accidentally burned it with iron because she never did house chores in her life since she's really rich. But Yuri did save Eunice's dress by tying up, making it into a crop top, something like that. Yes. So Gigi said, "Oh, you should design your own clothes." So she tried, and eventually she did get the job in the end. So I'm just gonna put love. Okay, this is Minho's dad, by the way, Mr. Moon. Well, I don't like this character because he wasn't there for Minho. He always cared about himself, Minho's brother, and his third wife only. And even though when Kitty helped him and help everyone by getting rid of Stella, aka the villain, he wasn't appreciative in season 3. He was like, oh, he was towards Kitty, he was like, you don't belong in Minho's life. He wants her to get out of Minho's life. I was like, she helped me, like, how dare you be so mean? I'm just gonna put hate. Okay, Q for this one. Well, this character changed my mind, okay, because he did something that I would not expect, that because he and Maris used to hook up, by the way. So, and by the way, when they hooked up, Maris had a girlfriend before. So Maris was discovering at the time, and not only that, well, that was in the past, it's okay. But the thing is, Q, when it was over summer holiday, Q and Jin, they were apart for like a long time. So Q felt lonely. So he sent, I don't know what kind of picture, a picture, well, as long as the picture is not supposed to send when you're in a relationship, to Maris. So when Jin found out, he got so angry. So I'm just gonna put average. Well, he has some good in him, because he still helps his friends with a lot of things. He helped Kitty to be closer with Minho, okay? So that's one of the good in him. He also understands Kitty was trying to mend the friendship with everyone, because one time everyone was hating each other, angry at each other. So yes. Okay, I'm just gonna put Pravina. Well, I also feel bad, even though she and Juliana were together at first. I thought they'll be together, but no, because like they both broke up. She dumped her because she found out that Juliana was happier when Yuri walked into the door, like, because Juliana wasn't really was happy, but not that happy when Pravina walked into the door. So she decided that it's safe that she did the right choice. But I kind of feel bad. Well, I hope that I hope there's a season 4 where Pravina found someone that will cherish her, that will be there for her, and they both are happy together. Minho, okay, my favorite, because in season 3, Minho and Kitty, they are finally together. Yes, and everyone was so happy that they both were together. Like, enemies to lovers, because like he is always there for her, like, even though at one point they both break up. Well, but the reason for broke up, in my opinion, is both of them are at fault. Let's start with Minho, because Minho has a new job as a manager. Well, his dad hired him to be Eunice's manager, because since Eunice is now a K-pop star, so he decided to do his best. And then there's this one time Eunice wants Minho to go outside to help her, and don't tell Kitty, because she thought that she was pregnant, okay? So Minho quickly go down and lie to Kitty, because he has to keep secret, help Eunice to keep secret. So he lied to Kitty, so say, oh, Q needs my help or something. So he went down, but Kitty caught them hugging. It wasn't a friendly hug though. But the thing is, Minho wasn't cheating, because Minho was trying to be a good manager, a good friend to them. And then Minho lied by saying that, oh, Kitty, I got you a necklace for you, and this is for Chuseok, and in Chuseok I realized I've started to like you. So he said, oh, me and Eunice help you to pick this necklace. Oh, she's like, oh, thank you. But when Eunice went into the Days restaurant, new restaurant, and she was like, oh, nice necklace, but the thing is, she didn't recognize the necklace. She only said the necklace is nice. So Kitty found out that he lied. So that's one of his fault. But they broke up. When they broke up, Minho was still there for Kitty's 18th birthday. Well, he organized everything. He planned everything for her because he remembers every little details. Because he has a dress like Camellia pink dress for Kitty because it's her dream dress for her birthday. Some camellia flowers because it reminds her of her mother and she wanted it on her birthday. And he literally had a flight to LA to see his mother, but he canceled his flight to be there for her. So I'm gonna put love. Okay, Mihi, well, she doesn't have much screen time though, but she's really talented and styling hair. But I was so confused on why Mihi was angry at Madison. They both are best friend, but I thought but is she jealous that Madison is going on a boat trip around Europe? But it turns out that because she wasn't jealous because she thought that Madison doesn't want her to travel together since they promised they will travel together around the world after graduation. But yeah, I'm just gonna put because I don't know her much. Okay, Marius, one of the antagonists. Okay, when he showed up out of nowhere, he's actually an old roommate of Minho, Q, and Day before Kitty shows up. So everyone, I bet a lot of people hate this character. I think hate this character more than Mr. Moon, but he did become, I don't know, just a little bit good only, okay? So Marius, because he tried to sabotage Kitty's plan because I don't know why he hates Kitty a lot. He even calls her Cathy, which is not even her name, because Kitty really wants to do an American high school traditional where seniors look at the sunrise because it's a traditional, and she wants to plan it with all her friends, but Marius really want to ruin it. So because they play beer pong, and if he wins, no senior sunset. If she wins, he has to stay away from Q, okay? Because he keeps bothering Q. That's why. But the thing is, Marius won. But the good news is, the senior sunset wasn't cancelled because it was Minho's idea. Minho decided to organize everyone to go up to the rooftop to see the sunset, and then Yuri was is Yuri here? Oh, okay. Yuri decided that she was like, Kitty, wake up quickly, come to the rooftop, something like that. And then that was the second time they both kissed, and then they officially dating. So yeah, I'm just gonna put this side. But the good thing is, because one time because he was really sad at the time that he came back to school just to be with Q, but Q already has a boyfriend, so he was really sad and he doesn't know if he like guy or girl. So Kitty was there to comfort him even though they both hate each other. So he ended up feeling appreciated. He called her Kitty for once, finally. Yeah, he was also there for her birthday party as well, and they did become friends eventually. Okay, let's go with Madison. So Madison, she's a really smart person, good at carving up surprises, because everyone was going to surprise Kitty on her 18th birthday. So, and she's also good at makeup, and luckily, she's also a good friend with Mihi. They both are best friends. Well, she decided to surprise me that they are going to go around the world all the times, go on the road after graduation. So I'm gonna put like. Okay, Lara Jean, one of Kitty's big sister. She's really good at baking, okay, and she is such a good sister to Kitty, giving advice on what she needs to write for the university letter, because Kitty also wants to go to NYU, New York University, just like her. So, oh, my throat is kind of dry. So, yeah, so she helped her. And Laura Jean, she is really, really good at writing. She even studies English literature. And now she's working now as a, and she also write her own novel. She also write her own novel and help Kitty. And Kitty did eventually got early acceptance into NYU. But the sad thing is that she and her boyfriend Peter broke up for the third time. The first and second time was in a movie on To All the Boys I've Loved Before. XO Kitty is actually the spin-off. So To All the Boys I've Loved Before is actually the original. So yeah, because All the Boys I've Loved Before is focused on her, but XO Kitty is focused on her. So okay, let's go with Kitty. She's a really, really, really good friend because she helps Q fix his relationship, and she helped Q fix his relationship, help mend everyone's friend group together. Okay, so I'm gonna put love, but that's the reason why she's also wrong within the relationship, because she didn't trust Minho, but she didn't trust Minho. But the thing is, she didn't even tell Minho that his dad was the one who made her insecure. And by the way, Marius also tried to sabotage both of their relationships. So he decided to purposely call Minho's first love, Gigi, to be there. And luckily, I thought that Gigi is gonna be a bad person, like stealing Minho, but luckily she's really, really supportive and nice. Well, she's really understanding to Kitty and Minho, by the way, because like when they were both down, she was there for them. She's like an older sister. I'm gonna put love for her as well, because like when Minho's dad fired him, because like Eunice decided that she doesn't want to be famous anymore because it's really stressful. Even paparazzi go to her house as well. So like she was there. Oh, we should move forward. And Minho decided to pursue music with his best friend Day eventually. So yeah, now we will go with Juliana. Well, she and Yuri have a complicated relationship because Juliana was like, oh, I was with Purina, but now Purina dumped her, and Yuri has a new blind date. Well, she felt a bit sad and jealous. But in the end, maybe like, I'll just say it's complicated because they rekindled. I wouldn't say date, but rekindled. I'm just gonna put like, because she also helped Yuri in drawing the clothes design, because Yuri has trouble drawing the design. Okay, we have Jiwon. Jiwon, she was already in season 2, and she's Kitty's cousin. Well, Jiwon, she came to the school and be a teacher, and I kind of like her character in season 2, but in season 3, I was kind of angry at her because she is a hypocrite. Why? Because she's was being a teacher, was saying like, Kitty, you are way too focused on your boyfriend. And you have to do it work. And she gave everyone like 10 pages of essays in Korean literatures. But the thing is, she got pregnant, okay? Like, why? She was like, because like she and Alex, they both like each other. But when Kitty decided to do her matchmaking things, set up like, both of them together in an aquarium, she got so angry and said, "Oh, teachers are not supposed to be together." But the thing is, they did both spend time together in summer, like which is like hypocritical. But at the end, like she did apologize to Kitty, and luckily Kitty forgave her. Yes, I'm gonna put like. Okay, now we have Sunja, which is Jiwon's grandmother and Kitty's great aunt. Well, she's actually quite a stubborn character. She's because in season 2, she disliked Kitty because Kitty doesn't know how to speak Korean. But luckily, Minho helped Kitty to translate, and he was there for her. But in season 2, she was happy to see Kitty, but she and Jiwon, they were fighting because like she wanted Jiwon to stay in their hometown and not go to Seoul to be a teacher, and she also wanted to arrange a wedding with Jiwon with another childhood friend. But she and that childhood friend, they don't know each other well, and though they don't have feelings for each other, so like why force it? But when she found out that she was pregnant, like she was so shocked and surprised, but she did give in. She was like, she didn't continue with the arranged marriage. She welcomed Alex into the family, but they are not married yet, but she accepted and welcomed them in the family. So we're gonna put like fine, like okay. So Eunice, she is very very talented dancer and singer. She won the talent show and become a K-pop star. But the thing is, she quit because she doesn't want to be famous, as it's really stressful and cameras everywhere. Even the paparazzi go to her parents' house and she has to run away, and Minho has to protect her, shield her from the camera. Yeah, she's really actually a cheerful person. She's also like a little girl, but the thing is, she's also third wheel between these two. I was like, oh, this is so romantic. The bridge lights up because Kitty wants alone time with Minho, but she was like, oh, this is so excited. I wanna go as well. But Kitty was like, go read the room, like, because they both want to spend time together really, really much. But I just said, not only her, but a lot of people, especially they can't read the room. I just want to say like, because she's really, really happy person. Okay, now it is Day. Well, he is also a good friend and a supportive boyfriend to Eunice. Well, good friend because like Kitty was going through hard time and he was there for her, even though they broke up in the past. And when Eunice thought she was pregnant, and then she told Day, well, Day was like, I will be there for her. I will be there for you, no matter what, even though he will have no chance to go into his dream university. But the good news is, she's not pregnant. She was the one that's pregnant, okay? Because her period was late because she got so stressful and thought she was pregnant, but luckily she wasn't. and he was the one also surprised her in Paris. Also, like decided to visit her when she was shooting a music video. He bought macarons for her. Okay, and it's really really sweet and romantic. I'm just gonna put love. Actually, I'm gonna put her in love as well. Okay, lastly we have Alex Finity. Okay, he again is also a sweetheart in this show because he was there for Jiwon. He was there for Jiwon. He promised that he'll be there for every step of the way. He also asked his dad, like now principally, that he wants to share the footsteps together, like when he become a father and when his dad become a grandfather, since his dad missed out a lot of milestones with him, so he decided to share it. And since he just can't date each other, he said that he's willing to leave the school. So I'm gonna put love. So we have did everything in season 3. I mean, did all the season in EXO Kitty, and I hope there's a season 4. And one more thing, this is not the end of the live stream because I've decided to make it a bonus of To All the Boys I've Loved Before, which is the original movie. But I'm not going to use all the characters here because some of the characters they are from EXO Kitty. So yeah, let's start with, okay, I can't see because the sun is glaring on my laptop, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm gonna start with, okay, I think I can't remember her name, but I think her name is Genevieve, which is Lara Jean's best friend. Okay, this is Lara Jean. She's the female lead, the main character of To All the Boys I've Loved Before. Oh, bonus! It is a bonus. Okay, so she is a very good friend, even though she and Lara Jean, they don't have things in common most of the time, but she's really nice because like ever since Jen and Lara Jean, they used to be best friends until Jen become popular and ditch her. And she's also Jen's cousin, by the way, January, and she was really really nice. Wait, let me double check. Oh, Christine. Okay, Oh, I'm so sorry. I apologize, everyone. I forgot the name. Apparently, Jen is short for January. I didn't know. Okay, so Christine. I am so sorry, everyone. Please don't be mad at me, okay? Because I seen this movie like long time ago. It was like years. Okay, so Christine, she's really nice. She's there for her. Yeah, even though they don't have much in common. Yeah, and when Jen was really, really mean to Lara Jean, she's like, ignore her. I'm just gonna put as because she's also a really supportive friend. And we have Dr. Kavi, which is Lara Jean's father and Kitty's father and Margot's father. Yeah, because Margot is actually the oldest sibling, and then Lara Jean, and then Kitty. I don't know where's Kitty, but yeah, I'm just gonna go with S because he is a really good father. He does his best to provide for his daughters. When his wife passed away, it's really really hard to be a single father, and he's there for his daughters and make sure they are loved, make sure they are happy. Okay, Peter Kowinski. Okay, which is Lara Jean's boyfriend. Well, he is, even though he may be a popular boy who plays lacrosse, he knows a lot little things about Lara Jean. Okay. But the thing is, they broke up two times in the movie. But the third time was in Exo Kitty. I was like, it was an on and off relationship. Like, in my opinion, like one time breakup, it's okay. Two times, really, and three times, like, oh, I don't think so. Okay, like this is my opinion. I know a lot of people will be like, hey, how dare you insult Peter? But yeah, but he's really nice because like when Lara Jean's letter, like all the letters, when she writes a letter when she has a huge feelings for her crush, well, all the letters got sent out because Kitty sent them out. He received it and he wasn't mean to Lara. He was like, oh, the kiss was hot, but I don't feel anything for you. Well, he didn't humiliate her, the good things, but yeah, they did. It was really cute together. They were cute together, and he also like ran to her. He also helped over. Actually, he ran to her when he doesn't want to be there as well. Well, actually no. In season 2, she and John Ambrose, they were in a old folk home because they at the time it was a party they had in an old folk home. It was winter. Even though they broke up, he knew that Lara Jean doesn't like to drive in winter, and he went there to pick her up. Okay, and in the part 1 movie, Lara Jean likes the Korean yogurt smoothie, which is really really hard to get in America. He even drive to a faraway place to buy it for her. Okay, let's okay. Who else? Okay, John Ambrose. He is also Lara Jean's crush. Okay, one of the person who received the letter, and he feels the same way as Lara Jean. And Lara Jean started to develop feelings for John Ambrose again. Even though she's dating Peter. Well, and these two have a lot in common, by the way. But these two, they are opposite attract, but these two have a lot of common. And well, common and also fate. I think fate bring them together because she thought she was the only one who will be volunteering in the old folk home, but turns out he is the second person who's volunteering in the old folk home. So he was also there to help Lara Jean like sort out her feelings as well. But one time, like at the almost the end, they both kiss, and then Lara Jean realized that she doesn't love him anymore. She loves Peter. I was like, oh come on, man! I started to ship you both because like since they both broke up, I was like, no, I feel hopeless now. I really want them together. I was like, no, but he's one of my favorite characters. I'm gonna put S. Okay. Who else? Okay, we have Trina, which is the stepmother. She is not a typical stepmother because usually stepmothers are evil, but she is a nice stepmother because she was nice to the girls. She was nice to Dr. Kawi. She's really really supportive. She was the one who's like convinced Dr. Kawi to let Kitty go to Korea to study by herself because she trusts her, and she was really good mother figure, it even though she's not experienced with it, she's just there for the girls. S tier. Okay, so this one, Trevor, is Christy's boyfriend, and I don't know much about him, but he is really cool, and he's really really good boyfriend to Christy. I'm just gonna put I don't know A because I don't know him well, or maybe I forget. And this one, well, I forgot her name though, but she lives in an old folk home, and she's really really nice to Lara Jean. They both talk to each other a lot. Like when she needs help, Lara Jean needs help, she was there for her. Like love before characters. What's the character's name? Okay, let me. No, don't worry. I'm just gonna search all the boys I've looked before too, and then search for the character's name. Oh, Stormy. Okay, her name is Stormy, by the way. She's really really nice. Where is? Yes, I put her there already. And now we have Margot. She is a really really good big sister to Lara Jean and Kitty, and she's also mature. She also gives advice to her sisters. She also take good care of them. Oh, but at the same time, I kind of feel sad. Like she rejected her boyfriend Josh Sanderson, which is also Lara Jean's crush. Well, I know it's quite a drama because actually Lara Jean know Josh first and then they both become friends, and then Margot and him dated, and so it's kind of like messy. Well, Josh is also their neighbor, but because Josh wanted to propose to her before she goes to college in Scotland, but she got unhappy and they both argued and broke up in the end. But yeah, I was like, oh, it's kind of sad though they broke up. They could be cute together. But yeah, I'm just gonna put S because she's a good big sister. Okay, now we have, this one, she's not in the movie, but she's in season 1, and I only seen her for very very short time in EXO-K. I'm gonna use this because she wasn't in the season 1 rating part. Okay, she was one of the person. Okay, I think her name is Lulu. Well, Minho was going to go to see her, and they are going to flirt. Well, not date actually, but flirt. Like she's like a fling. Well, in my opinion, she's kind of stuck out because Minho couldn't make it because he got lactose intolerant and he ate a lot of Kitty's mashed potato, and mashed potato has a lot of dairy, and he had an emergency, so he couldn't, and he can't go because he already made an accident. That's why. So yeah, I'm just gonna put D because I don't know her well and she's kind of stuck up. Okay, now we have Lucas. Well, Lara Jean also has a crush on Lucas, but the thing is, Lucas is gay, so they can't be together, but they both become best friends eventually, and he's really nice. He's good at giving advice on relationship. I'm gonna put S. Okay, finally, we are going to rate the main character into all the boys I've loved before. Okay, Lara Jean, she she's good at writing, and she even writes letters to 5 boys she has a huge crush on and keep it in a hat box that her mother gave her. But one day, the letters got sent off. Actually, she doesn't even have a crush on them anymore, but Kitty sent them off to all the guys, and it did become successful since she and Peter are together. And she's also a good sister to Kitty as well. Yeah, I'm gonna put S. She's a lovable character. And this is Kenny, Kenny from camp, which is one of Lara Jean's crush. But the thing is, when the letter got sent, it got rejected and returned back to Lara Jean. And I don't know much about him though, because he wasn't shown in the character. Yeah, sorry. But yeah, maybe not. I'm not gonna rate him because we don't know if he's good or bad. Okay, George Sanderson, he's really cool, and he's a good friend to Lara Jean, even though when Lara Jean was struggling if she likes Peter or not, when she and Peter were fake dating to make Jen jealous. Oh, by the way, Peter and Jen, they used to date though, but because she cheated on Peter, Jen cheated, so they both decided to make Jen jealous, okay? And Joshua, he's kind of feel conflicted because he doesn't know why Lara Jean keep running away from him, since Lara Jean felt embarrassed that one of her letters was sent to him. She was trying to keep running away. But yeah, he felt conflicted, but he did help her make a choice to be with Peter in the end. Esther. Okay, this one, I don't know who she is. Even though I tried to find Google, I don't even know who she is. It didn't give any results, so I can't rate her. Okay, Jen, in season 1, in movie 1, I dislike her strongly, okay? Because she was mean to Lara Jean and doesn't want to be friends with her for no reason. And she cheated on Peter, but surprisingly, in season 2, I think she and Lara Jean started to warm up again. Really surprisingly, because she still have the friendship bracelet with Lara Jean, but just kept it in a secret place when all of them want to dig up the time capsule. So yeah, but in season 3 they become friends again because she was accepted in NYU, and she helped Lara Jean. They spend them together really a lot. Christine, Jen, and Lara Jean, they spend time together to explore New York and explore NYU. Yes, I'm gonna put B, just because Eric, she was mean, but now she's nice. I really dislike the character in the first movie, and actually I wish that she changed school, but she didn't. But yeah, I'm glad she changed. Okay, now I think this is Eve Song, which is Dr. Kawhi's wife and the Song Kawhi's sister's mom. Okay, we don't know much about her, but she really likes the song Everybody Wants to Rule the World, as she plays the song over and over again in the restaurant, and then they both got kicked out. In the past when they were still dating. And she want to be I'm sure that she's a really good mother too, because in season 2 XO Kitty, Kitty found out that she wanted to bring Kitty to Korea to discover her Korea background, but the thing is, Kitty didn't go to Seoul because her mother passed away. So I'm gonna put A because I don't know her that well. Okay, but the thing is, in movie we don't even know how she died. It wasn't mentioned. Okay, and we have They. Well, they actually appear in To All the Boys I've Loved Before in the third movie, and it was a time that Kitty and they met for the first time. I think they were about 11 or 12 years old at the time, and they dated for 4 years until like high school in EXO Kitty season 1. But I'm just gonna say how they meet because all the family, well, except for Trina, I mean the 3 sisters and father, they went to Seoul for holiday, and then there's a bridge where you put a lock on it for connection. I don't know, it's kind of like in Paris. I don't know what you say. Paris lock bridge. It's kind of like these things. Oh, Love Lock Bridge. I'll say, is there one in Seoul? Oh, it's one in Seoul on Namsan Mountain apparently. Yeah, so they were there in a love lock. There's one that Dr. Kawi and Eve, they had one when they were young, and now there's a new one where Dr. Kawi, Margot, Lara Jean, and Kitty, they all have one together. And they put one near Dr. Kawi's and Eve's lock, and then they all want to take a picture. Dr. Kawi's like, oh, girls, get together. I'm gonna take a picture of you. But Kitty was like, Dad, you have to be in the picture. Well, since it's an important picture for family, well, so Kitty decided to grab the camera and ask they to take picture of them. So they helped them to take a picture, and then they both, Kitty and they both become friends and eventually dating. Well, actually at that time, Kitty, she was stuttering when she met Day. She was quite shy. So Dr. Kawi's like, ooh, it's like Catherine Song Kawi discover boys, and they did become they dated. So it's really cute at first, but I think cute at first though in a relationship, I think it's not actual love, because I feel that Kitty and Minho are endgame because they grew up, like they and Kitty grew up, so feelings change. So that's why. And then lastly we have Trina's dog. Like, I can't remember the name. I don't know if it's a boy or girl, but the dog is so cute though. But yeah, I only seen like once or twice in the movie. I'm just gonna put as, like, because the dog is a good boy or good girl. Okay. So I guess this is the end of the stream. Since I've rated everything, like, let me know how you would rate the characters, and do you agree or disagree in my opinion? Okay. Yes, best dog. Yes, I totally agree. This is the best dog. Now, since this is the end of the video, I'm just gonna say that I hope that season 4 is released very quickly, but the episode, it takes like 1 to 2 years to release though for EXO Kitty. So we just have to wait patiently then and hope for the best. But yeah, thank you for watching my live stream. I'm going to end it now. Bye everyone.